And welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show on our continued journey to 500,000 subscribers. I'm getting a little bit tired of that. We're almost at 300,000. I want to be at 1 million. Why? Because our voices need to be heard. So hit subscribe, watch, comment. Keep those comments coming. They make me better. And share with a friend. Share with 2 friends. And we'll get there to our 500,000 and then to our 1 million number rather quickly. And why? Because the insanity coming out of D.C., it's not stopping. Let me give you an example. Yesterday, reports came out that Musk was going to be at the Pentagon today to be briefed on potential war with China. Top secret information. But after backlash, Trump seems to be trying to cover his tracks. Now, as we're going to be going through this, I'm going to show you a clip in a second. I'm going to show you a clip of CNN breaking that news. As of 10 minutes ago, over my cell phone, I got notification. Elon Musk is at the Pentagon meeting with individuals about China. Play the clip.
Breaking news this hour with the New York Times now reporting that Elon Musk is about to potentially get access to some of the nation's most closely guarded military secrets. According to what the Times just reported a few moments ago and published on their website, the Pentagon is scheduled on Friday to brief Elon Musk on the U.S. military's plan for any war that might break out with China. After the Times published this article just a few moments ago, Sean Parnell, the Chief Defense Department spokesperson, provided this statement, and I'm quoting him now. He says the Defense Department is excited to welcome Elon Musk to the Pentagon on Friday. He was invited by Secretary Hegseth and is just visiting. Eric Schmidt.
Okay, let me go on to say this. This is the concern that you and I have to have. Why? I guess programs like this are so important. Because DC, this administration, they lie to us at every single turn. You see, after backlash from many people about Elon Musk having access to sensitive, top secret documentation because of his close connection to the Chinese government, I mean, for God's sakes, his biggest Tesla plant, in fact, I think his 2 biggest Tesla plants are located in China. Trump did this. He goes and he posts on his Truth Social platform denying that the briefing was taking place. Let me show it to you. In it, he turns around and he says, Elon Musk will be briefed by the Pentagon about the United States of America's top secret plans against China should there be a war, according to the failing New York Times, one of the worst and most purposely inaccurate newspapers anywhere in the world. Their fake concept for this story is that because Elon does some business in China, that he is very conflicted and would immediately go to top Chinese officials and spill the beans. Ratings challenged fake news CNN immediately picked up on this absolutely ridiculous and false story, which is probably libelous, and went heavy with it. Fortunately, nobody was watching Maggie Haberman, the really dumb scammer who constantly writes about me for the Times, using anonymous, made-up, non-existent sources, and who I haven't spoken to in ages, is a big part of the scam. She led the Russia hoax only to realize that she was duped and got it wrong. She owes me a totally discredited Pulitzer Prize for her bad reporting. The fake news is the enemy of the people, and Elon is not being briefed on anything China by the Department of War. Now, let me go on to say this. Again, just got it. Wall Street Journal, 12 minutes ago. Elon Musk arrived at the Pentagon on Friday morning for sensitive discussions about China, giving the wealthy businessman and advisor to President Trump insight into one of the Pentagon's most closely guarded operational blueprints. Okay? Who are we believing today? Now, since last night, the New York Times had edited their original article, but I still want to show you part of it. All right. In it, it turns around and it says, Pentagon set up briefing with Musk on potential war with China. Next, it goes on to say that Pentagon was scheduled on Friday to brief Elon Musk on the U.S. military plan for any war that might break out with China. 2 U.S. officials said on Thursday. Another official said the briefing would be China-focused, without providing additional details. A fourth official confirmed Mr. Musk was to be at the Pentagon on Friday, but offered no details. Then, hours after news of the planned meeting was published by the New York Times, Pentagon officials and President Trump denied that the session would be about military plans involving China. China will not even be mentioned or discussed, Mr. Trump said in a late-night social media post. And on top of that, it was not clear if the briefing for Mr. Musk would go ahead as originally planned. But providing Mr. Musk access to some of the nation's most closely guarded military secrets would be a dramatic expansion of his already extensive role as an advisor to Mr. Trump and leader of his effort to slash spending and purge the government of people and policies they oppose. Now, it also goes on to say, could also bring into sharp relief the questions about Mr. Musk's conflicts of interest as he ranges widely across the federal bureaucracy while continuing to run businesses that are major government contractors. In this case, Mr. Musk, the billionaire chief executive of both SpaceX and Tesla, is a leading supplier to the Pentagon and has extensive financial interests in China. Pentagon war plans, known as military jargon as O-plans or operational plans, they are among the military's most closely guarded secrets. If a foreign country were to learn how the United States planned to fight a war against them, it could reinforce its defenses and address its weaknesses, making the plans far less likely to succeed. Now look, while it seems like our defense information may be safe from Musk right as of now, we don't know. And we have no idea because they're not showing it live. We don't know. What we do know is that according to, 10 different officials that are involved in this, that they all say they are talking about China. So I do want to show you two clips of people commenting on this potential meeting. All right. You have Sochi Hinojosa, who was on CNN discussing how Pentagon officials were sounding the alarms. Play the clip.
Maybe I'm the crazy one at the table, but I'm actually comfortable with someone who is incredibly effective at putting small objects and large objects into orbit over China.
Are you comfortable? Are you comfortable with potentially Elon Musk showing these plans or giving intelligence
You're insane.
to
You're just
China?
making that
I'm
up.
not.
You're saying
I am not. I am saying that is why, as Abby was saying, hold on, Abby, this is why Abby was saying it's on a need-to-know basis. It's a need-to-know basis because only a handful of people have this information. Not only that, I was a former Justice Department official up until 2 months ago, and I had a security clearance. What I will tell you is I was. Can you let the woman at this table please finish?
You interrupted me. I was talking here. You interrupted me.
What I will tell you is that it is
she's allowed to talk.
The Pentagon, what is happening here, and everyone needs to be scared, is Pentagon officials are sounding the alarm. This doesn't just happen on its own. This has happened because career officials within the Pentagon are terrified and they believe that there is a conflict of interest. That is why it is in the New York Times, because I am sure they took it to the senior most people within the White House and within the Pentagon, and they didn't do anything about it. And when people asked me when I left the Justice Department, how do we know that there is something unethical happening here? And I said, it will be the career officials within the Justice Department who will sound the alarm if something happens.
So, that is exactly,
by the way,
where were those career officials?
What is happening.
Again, I know Joe Borelli, all right? And yes, he is a sycophant. He's a wannabe enabler and so love to be part of this administration. And so he's going out there. He has no problem. Imagine this. He has no problem with a non-elected official who has legitimately no business at the Pentagon and no business whatsoever being given operational plans regarding a potential war with China. He's being given access to this. Now, let me be clear about something too. He didn't even need Pete Hegseth to invite him there. Donald Trump has given him top secret clearance already. This is insane. This is insane. A guy who has legitimate conflicts of interest with China is being given access to potential operational plans in the event that the United States goes to war. You know what keeps us safe? You know what keeps us safe? The fact that China doesn't know what we will do. That's what keeps us safe. Otherwise, if I knew what you're going to do, I'm going to push that line as far north as I possibly can until you end up trying to hold me back. Here, we are releasing information about exactly the military operational plan that would be engaged against China should it get out of control. Stupid. Now, finally, Governor Tim Walz, he was on MSNBC discussing the danger of allowing Elon access to this information. Finally, somebody, my God, I wish the guy would go on CNN. I wish he would be on Fox News and sit there and engage in intelligent conversation. In fact, I wish more Democrats would be doing this. The same way you got morons like Joe Borelli or the other guys that are there from the Republican side going on CNN and MSNBC and spewing this horse shit. We need to engage the American people. And I don't care, Republican, Democrat, Independent, I don't care. We must advise them and inform them of the dangers of allowing a non-elected official with no experience at all. Yeah, he could be experienced in Tesla. He's certainly experienced in SpaceX, but he has no DOJ experience. We're showing him, for God's sakes, operational plans. Play the clip.
Options that be presented to Mr. Trump for decisions. For some reason, they've decided to show Elon Musk this level of detail about a potential war with China while he operates the largest car factory, I believe, in China and has immense financial interest in that country and contacts with that country's government that he has not disclosed to the U.S. as part of maintaining his security clearance. I just got to get your reaction to that, sir.
Well, speechless would be the word. I don't know how to convey. I don't possess the language ability to convey how far out of the norm this is. Like nothing that people listening, like, look, this is those of us who served, the background checks from the FBI, just to receive clearance as an artillery enlisted soldier was extensive to get that background. And then the level of information that you can get, or as a member of Congress, to be able to have access to this type of information. These are closely guarded secrets because our national and our global defense depends upon them. And once again, we have this, I don't know, the character, the world's richest man with the world's most fragile ego. And I don't understand where the Republicans, where are Lindsey Grahams? Where are these people who know how this works to not be terrified of where this is at? And again.
So right, members of Congress don't have access. All right. I mean, representatives, Congress members, senators, governors. I mean, few people have access to this information. Just the one question we really must be asking ourselves, why? Why? And until we get an answer, we shouldn't allow it. And as always, thanks for listening. Hey, everyone. First of all, thanks for watching. I mean, we're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.